Our next guest says he encountered exactly what we're discussing, the growing threats on our college campuses. Netanel Crisp is the Yale University student seen in this video who says he felt terrified during this on-campus incident. It happened on Saturday. Netanel joins us now. By the way, we did reach out to the Yale University president for an interview and have not yet heard back. Netanel, thank you very much for joining us today. Please do weigh in now on these growing protests that are happening all over the country. But in New York City, we've been watching Columbia University to the north of here, obviously what's happening in New Haven, and now NYU campus. We've got these live pictures up of a growing number of students protesting. What has this moment been like for you, and what have you personally experienced on campus?
Absolutely. First off, thank you so much for having me, and to all the Jews out there, happy and kosher Passover. As I mentioned, it's truly terrifying. As a Jewish student at Yale for the first time, I feel like I'm just not welcome. And that's been made abundantly clear to me and my peers by this kind of action. As we traverse campus, we are harassed. We are flipped off. We have people chanting Free Palestine at us, no matter where we go. We have our daily activities interrupted. We can't go into finals and study when there are people shouting and using blowhorns till 3 a.m. in the morning and taking over our dining halls and our libraries. And most recently, as is seen in that video, when I've tried, after the Jewish Sabbath ended, to go on campus, I was physically barred by these protesters, really these rioters, as they noticed that I was Jewish, and they surrounded me and obstructed my ability to move around the common space, which I have every right to walk around as much as anybody else, as they allowed other students who clearly were not identifiably Jewish to walk in and out. Only we were impeded. Later on, they stole an Israeli flag from me, and they assaulted my friend, jabbing her in the eye with a Palestinian flag, sending her to the hospital. And throughout all of this, Yale has remained unwilling to take the necessary steps to really stand up for its values.
Wow. I mean, anybody who sees that, who is looking on reasonably, Netanel says, wow, you should not have to go through this. And this is happening. I mean, I spoke with a student that attends Columbia University on our program this afternoon. He witnesses other Jews being spit on as they walk through the campus, being violently threatened as they walk through their campus. They don't feel safe. They've got the rabbi there saying, go home, you're not safe. And while all this is happening, you've got a member of Congress leading into the President of the United States speech today. This is Democratic Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and I'll get your reaction to this, praising the protests that are happening on these college campuses as peaceful. Take a listen.
It is especially important that we remember the power of young people shaping this country today, of all days, as we once again witness the leadership of those peaceful student-led protests on campuses like Columbia, Yale, Berkeley, and many others.
Peaceful student-led protests. Your reaction to that, Netanel?
I would ask, where's the peace with Jewish students being shoved and grabbed, having arms wrapped around them, obstructed in every moment? Where's the peace in people tearing down the American flag at Yale's World War I memorial and attempting to burn it on the heart of campus? Where's the peace in stealing other items from Jewish students and from assaulting and jabbing a Jewish student in the eye with a flag? There's no peace at these events. These have gone, to the wild. This is a mob, is a riot, and Yale has not only failed to proactively engage with it and try to prevent it and stand up for its principal values, using real action to expel and discipline these students, but instead has done the complete opposite. They continue to present empty threats. And in this case, as happened with us just Saturday night, they removed the police presence and security from the scene, leaving Jewish students like myself completely at the mercy of this mob. So there's no peace to this. This is, people who are supporting terrorism, glorifying and martyring terrorists with signs and memorials that they've set up, and calling for intifada and the murder of Jews around the world. So there's no peace here.
We wish the best for you, and please do stay safe. And by the way, looking into some of these campuses and what the ability is for police to intervene when these things are happening. We know Columbia's campus doesn't allow the police to come on unless they are specifically called by the university. But I'm being told NYU is a bit of a different situation, and there might be more. The police might have more control to come on campus when something like this does happen. We're digging into that. Netanel, is so important that we cover this for you because this is just an incredible time for all of you. Thank you.